Hey, I'm Abby and welcome back to the Life Work Balance YouTube channel. Today I'm posting my 102nd YouTube video. So I would like to share with you a concept that I have used in the past when it comes to trying something new. Before I jump into that, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you're looking forward to hearing this concept. And if you haven't already, please remember to go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that you can receive life work balance advice delivered directly to you every Sunday. There are two phrases that have served me really well when trying new things. And these two phrases are, why not? And what do you have to lose? So I wanted to share these two phrases with you in terms of my YouTube channel. So I am a career coach. I am a board certified coach. I have a degree in mental health counseling, and I have experience working in a wide range of public institutions, ranging from federal government to local government to state universities. I have experience working in human resources, and with my unique variety of background, I chose to start a YouTube channel. I didn't have any clue what I was doing, and yet I still chose to do it, and it's worked out pretty well for me. Now, this is by no means saying that I am a YouTube expert or that I'm killing it on YouTube. However, having the mindset of why not and what do I have to lose helped me have the confidence to try it. Now, you can apply this concept to starting a YouTube channel or applying to a new job. So I wanted to give you just a couple of tips on how you can start your own YouTube channel if you're interested, and some insight into my YouTube channel and how it's doing. So my first tip is just do it. If you have thought about having a YouTube channel, there's no reason why you shouldn't have one. What do you have to lose? Why not? If you have anything to share, YouTube is a great place to do this. I thought about having a YouTube channel for several years before I actually decided to create one. I created my channel in April of 2020, and then I posted my very first video on May 3rd of 2020. It took the pandemic and working remote to finally have the courage to just try it. I had all of the equipment, and I had purchased this equipment several years prior with great ambitions. And then I was scared. I was worried about what people would think. I was worried about what people would say. I was worried that I wouldn't have any content to share. So I had all of these kind of self-defeating beliefs that I was telling myself that weren't helping me. They weren't serving me. So while it did take a little bit of pressure from my husband to just do it, I'm so thankful that I took that first dive. And this is by no means saying that I am super successful on YouTube. At this point, I have a little less than 2,500 subscribers. But my channel is starting to grow again. In the last 28 days, I've had over 13,000 views on my channel. And in the last 28 days, I've made $100, basically passive income, because the income is coming from my previous videos that I uploaded several years ago. In the last 28 days, I've gotten over 900 watch hours on my content. So while it took a long time to build up some content and to figure out how to do things, it's starting to pay off, literally. So if you are considering creating a YouTube channel, take it from someone who had fear and anxiety and worries about it, and just do it. My second tip is you don't need any fancy equipment. I purchased a refurbished Blue Yeti microphone off of Amazon. I used my iPhone for my first couple of years of creating videos, and I purchased a low-end ring light that was super affordable and did exactly what I needed it to do. I'll link to the items that I used at the very beginning of my YouTube journey, so it's really easy for you to recreate that if you're interested in getting started. So you don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a high-end camera. You don't need fancy, expensive lights. You don't even need a microphone. If you have a laptop with an integrated camera, or you have a cell phone that has a relatively high quality camera on it, that's probably all you need. Start creating content, just do it. What do you have to lose? Why not? My third tip is chances are your first couple of videos aren't going to be stellar. You will have to work through the kinks. It won't be a smooth production process, and even the editing process will probably take a while. And that's okay. So if it's not perfect from the beginning, give yourself some grace, accept it, see it as a learning opportunity, and jump right in. I'm not going to ever delete any of my videos. And this is because I want people to be able to look back on my very first videos that I put out and see the growth that I've gone through. That's really where the value lies in sharing any experience that you have. We all start from somewhere. We are not all immediately experts and the best at what we do. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes practice and effort to start to get really good at things. And I don't even think that I'm good at what I do necessarily. I have a camera, I have a ring light, and I have some ideas on things that I want to talk about. I do not have a high production setup. I do everything myself. I don't pay anyone to do anything for me, and I think it's working out for me. Later on down the road, that may change, but at this point, I'm happy with the amount of time, effort, and energy that I'm putting into my channel. So even though it's not going to be perfect right away, you will get to a place where it becomes second nature, and it's enjoyable and exciting for you. My fourth and final tip is to just start sharing something that you like or something that you love. I felt comfortable sharing information about resumes and interview tips. It's one of the areas where I feel like I have a lot of information and knowledge to share with others. So it was relatively easy for me to come up with some content on those different topics. There's probably something that you know of or that you enjoy doing that other people are interested in learning about. So find out what some of those things are, create a couple videos, throw them on YouTube, and see what happens. So I want to talk a little bit about my growth on YouTube. Like I mentioned earlier, I started on YouTube in May of 2020. Technically, I started my channel in April of 2020, but I didn't actually post my first video until May 3rd, 2020. So this was right at the beginning of the pandemic. I had a little bit of extra free time on my hands because I was no longer commuting into the office. So I had the ability to start thinking creatively about what I could do to expand my personal business. In order to be monetized on YouTube, at least at this time, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 watch hours over the course of 365 days. I started my YouTube channel and I posted my first video on May 3rd of 2020. I didn't reach that 1,000 subscriber and 4,000 watch hour threshold until February 9th of 2020. That was almost 2 years after starting my channel. Now, I didn't start my channel to make money off of YouTube. That was something that would be nice to have, but what I ultimately wanted to do was start a channel where I could share my knowledge and experience with others who I might not otherwise be able to reach. Especially in the pandemic, face-to-face meetings and networking was really off the table. So creating a YouTube channel where I could share my knowledge and experience with others seemed like a relatively simple option so that I could continue to do that without actually meeting with people in person. We were still under lockdown. There was a lot of stuff going on with the pandemic. Fast forward about, maybe 9 or 10 months after I posted my first video, I had one video, still my most popular video, get kind of picked up by the algorithm for YouTube. And it started being displayed on very popular videos as a suggested video to watch next. So my channel views and total video views went from practically nothing to a huge spike. That spike lasted for about a month or two, and then it started to decrease again. And during that time, that spike, I had a baby. I was taking time off from almost everything that I was doing. I wasn't even really paying attention to my channel, and I had several months where I posted 0 content. Prior to that, I was posting at least every week. So I had this lull. I was, tired, I was exhausted, I had a baby, so I had other priorities going on. But I got back into it. I started creating more videos, again, posting on a regular basis, and things started to steadily increase. I kept watching my total watch hours tick up slowly. And here comes February 9th of 2022, almost 2 years after I started my channel, and I hit that threshold. I had over 1,000 subscribers, and I hit the 4,000 watch hour mark. I was super excited. It's a huge milestone to become monetized on YouTube. It doesn't mean that you are the biggest influencer or anything like that, but from a personal goal, it was great. Now, fast forward from February 9th of 2022 to the date that I'm actually creating this video, which is September 2nd, 2022. It's about 7 months, and I have doubled the amount of watch hours. So it took me almost 2 years to get the initial 4,000. And in significantly less time, I have doubled that amount of watch hours. In the last 28 days, I've made over $100 on ad revenue. I'm not going to become a millionaire off of my YouTube channel anytime soon, if ever. But it's exciting to have somewhat passive income. So, again, if you're thinking about creating a YouTube channel, why not? What do you have to lose? You might spend some time, maybe a little bit of money to get started, but ultimately, you're going to learn something new, you're going to develop your skills, and you're going to probably find a niche that you really enjoy. It's weird to call myself a content creator, but I am. And it's actually something that I enjoy sharing with others. It's one of those things that when you're doing an icebreaker with a group and you ask them to share 3 truths and a lie, that's one of my truths that I share. And a lot of people don't expect me to be a YouTuber. I have a 10-year-old stepson. His dream is to be a YouTuber. He is so proud to say that his stepmom is a YouTuber. So there will be many positives in your life for starting this journey. So I ask you, why not? What do you have to lose? So hopefully you found this video helpful, insightful, and interesting. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, please throw them in the comments box below. I still love receiving comments. I respond to each of them individually, so if you do leave me a comment, I'll get back to you as quickly as I'm able. As always, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell, so that you can receive life, work, balance advice delivered directly to you every Sunday. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.